Okay, in this lesson in Dreamweaver, I'm going to show you the basics of starting off. The first thing you must do is have a folder set up. So I have a folder set up here on the desktop called Web, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pictures and have them ready to go before I even open for Dreamweaver. So I just want to take a picture of Dublin Bus, so I'm just going to go with this picture here, and I don't need to click into the picture. I only want this small tiny image. We're not going to be using large images. So I right click and I'm going to go save image as. I'm going to call it Dublin Bus, all one word, small letters, and I'm going to make sure that it's stored in my web folder. So you will always start off with your folder first set up and your pictures in your folder, and then you go into Dreamweaver, and before you even start a new page you go to Site, New Site. Now you will go to New Site if you haven't been if it's your first time at Dreamweaver. So I'm going to click on New Site, and what you need to do here is tell Dreamweaver who you are. So I'm Brenda, and I want to tell it where my folder is. So I'm going to click on this little icon here and go to where my web folder is stored. So I go to Desktop, Web. And that's all you have to do, select the folder. So all you're saying at this point is my name is Brenda and this is where my files are going to be stored. And then you save that path. When you come into Dreamweaver the second or third time using it, you can go to Manage Site and you can just double click on your name and change the folder if you have a new folder. But we don't, so I'm just going to use this one. Okay. Now we're going to start off. We're going to create a new web page. And we just want a HTML file, and we're just going to call it Dublin. Okay, and create. And what we're going to do before we even start anything is we're going to go and make sure we're in Design View. And we need to save our web page before we start. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and I'm going to call it Dublin. D-U-B-L-I-N, small letters, no spaces when you're naming your web page. And we're just going to save. So now I can type the word Dublin. Okay, and I'm going to type transport, and I'm going to type in streets. Okay, these are going to become my headings. So this one is going to become a heading 1. So you can right click here. I'm just going to close this off. There are 6 ways you can make a heading. You can right click on the word, go to paragraph format, heading 1, and that'll make a large heading. The other way to create a heading is to highlight the word and go insert and scroll down. You have heading options here. H1 stands for heading 1, meaning this is the largest size you can have. The other way you can do it is go to window and go to the insert folder, and this insert panel here has options here for your headings, so heading 1 will be the largest. That's the main ways you can do headings. The same will apply here. I'm going to make this one a heading 2, so I'm going to use this option for this one, and this one will also be a heading 2. I'm going to right click and go to paragraph format, heading 2. The main heading will always be at the top page, and then you'll have subsequent headings will be much smaller. You can minimize these boxes with the double arrows and turn them on and off as you need it. So I'm just going to add in the 3 transport options. We have Dart, we have Lewis, and we have Dublin Bus. And I'm going to turn them into bullet points, and the same way you did the headings is the same way you can do bullet points. There's lots of different ways. You can right click, highlight the words first, right click and go to list, and then you have unordered list which gives you dots. Control Z to undo that. And the other option for your list is ordered list, which means 1, 2, 3, you get the numbers. Okay, the other way you can do it is also go to your menu bar, insert, and go to list item. There's unordered list there for your bullet points with dots, and there was the other option for the numbers there. And also again, you can go to your insert panel, and there's your ordered list with your numbers and unordered list with your dots. And I'm going to do the same for the street name. So we have O'Connell Street. We have Henry Street, and we have Grafton Street. And I'm just going to highlight them and make them bullet points. So you highlight the words first, and then I'm just going to right click, go to list, and I'm going to use ordered list for these. So that is how you do bullet points and how you do headings. So now I'm going to insert my picture. So I'm just going to click where I want my picture to go. So I'm clicking where I want the picture to go and go Insert Image. And then go to where you've stored your web folder and the picture inside it and click OK. Okay. And once your picture is in place, it's very important that you add the alternative text. So you need to have your property panel open, Window, Properties. And once you have clicked on the picture, there is a place here where you can fill in the alternative text. So the alternative text is plus. This is read by screen readers, which are used by blind people, and it's also used by search engines to help get your site listed. So you can copy both the alt stands for alternative text, and the title, which creates the little tooltip, into the same box. And that's the basics for Dreamweaver, and then you will go File and Save to save what you've done.